Welcome back, dear viewers, to another episode on our channel. I'm your host, Miss Erie, here to usher you down yet another dark and twisting path. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you never miss an episode. Now, let's dive right in. Today we are going to delve into the shopping cart killer. This is not for the faint of heart, so viewer discretion is advised. Our story takes place in the quiet town of Harrisonburg, Virginia, a place known for its peaceful living, where the echoes of urban hustle and bustle are a distant reality. But underneath this veneer of tranquility lurks a tale of darkness. It all started in the early months of 2022, when an unsuspecting shopper found something utterly horrific in a shopping cart. The shopping cart was not filled with groceries or personal items, as one might expect. Instead, it contained something unimaginably gruesome, a dismembered human body. Local law enforcement was promptly alerted, and the small town of Harrisonburg was thrown into a state of fear and confusion. The community was abuzz with questions. Who was the victim? Who would commit such a heinous act? Detectives were brought onto the scene, and the investigation began in earnest. The initial lack of identifying information made it difficult to determine who the victim was, let alone the perpetrator. However, just when things seemed hopeless, a significant break came in the case. The body was finally identified, thanks to a distinctive tattoo and the tireless work of forensic teams. The victim was a young woman named Sarah. Sarah's friends and family were devastated. They couldn't comprehend who would want to harm her. Meanwhile, the investigators worked relentlessly, piecing together her final moments. As they delved deeper into Sarah's life, they discovered she had a connection with the man named Anthony. Anthony was a local, known for his antisocial behavior and criminal past. Could he be the culprit? Suspicion fell heavily upon Anthony. His past criminal records, coupled with Sarah's connection to him, made him a person of interest. The investigation zeroed in on him. And then another body was found in a shopping cart just like Sarah's. The horrifying pattern made the situation clear. Harrisonburg was dealing with a serial killer. With this shocking discovery, the chilling truth was becoming apparent. Anthony wasn't just a person of interest. He was rapidly becoming the prime suspect. He was dubbed the shopping cart killer by the media, a name that sent shivers down the spine of a once peaceful community of Harrisonburg. But even with this emerging pattern and suspect in mind, the police didn't have enough concrete evidence to arrest Anthony. They needed more, and fast, before the shopping cart killer could strike again. As investigators worked tirelessly, poring over all the aspects of Anthony's life, they discovered something crucial. Anthony worked at a local grocery store. Now, this may not seem like a big deal at first, but think about it. Where do we usually find shopping carts? That's right, at a grocery store. This led police investigators to search Anthony's workplace. They combed through the store, the storage rooms, and even the parking lot. Finally, in the store's back alley, amidst the discarded boxes and trash cans, they found what they were looking for, a shopping cart stained with traces of blood. This discovery was the break the investigators were looking for. They could now place Anthony at the scene, linking him directly to the gruesome murders. And so Anthony was arrested. But as is often the case in such stories, this wasn't the end. It was merely the beginning of a new chapter in the nightmare that was the shopping cart killer. After Anthony's arrest, more bodies were found, following the same chilling pattern. left in shopping carts in secluded areas around town.
With every new discovery, the once peaceful town of Harrisonburg descended deeper into horror. The fact that these murders continued even after Anthony's arrest was mind-boggling, adding a new level of terror to an already horrifying tale.
Theories began to circulate. Was Anthony working with an accomplice? Or was there a copycat on the loose? Or had the police got it all wrong, and the real killer was still out there, lurking in the shadows?
To this day, the tale of the shopping cart killer remains an unsolved mystery. Despite Anthony's arrest, many questions remain unanswered, and the fear that gripped Harrisonburg still lingers.
As we end our journey for today, remember, dear viewers, not all stories have tidy endings. Some stories leave more questions than they do answers. I want to thank you for staying with me through this story today. And as always, stay safe, stay vigilant, stay eerie, my friends.